What does he wish that he could tell you? Hi, beautiful soul. Thank you for joining me, Mystic Mia Moksha, here on We'll See in the Moment for another Love Pick a Card reading. We're looking at what he wishes he could tell you about yourself, about his romantic feelings and thoughts about you, about your life, and what does his higher self pick up about you and your life that you may not know that they would like to say to you. We have 4 piles here. You may choose a pile based on the number, the colors, the image, or the crystal that resonates with you. Timestamps are below. It should resonate no matter what your status in love is, and these are timeless readings. Thank you for your support of this light work. The intention is to encourage more true love in our collective, and I really appreciate this community where we help and support each other in those higher divine goals in life. So with that, I hope you enjoy this reading, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 1 with the Carnelion, and overthinking can spoil the magic. We're looking at what he wishes he could tell you. Let's get into it. Let's see what he could wish he could tell you about yourself. Storm in reverse. He feels like you get into like little tornadoes and get really angry sometimes, or into your own world, in your own like chaotic perception of your world, your inner world. You get kind of lost in your own mind. I'm getting like a little tornado, little tornado. Yay, celebrate yourself, you deserve it. Yeah, and I feel like you're really cute when you get into these little tornadoes, and also when you get really excited. You kind of really wear your heart on your sleeve. You really show your emotions. You're really animated. It's really easy to see how you're feeling or how certain things make you feel in the moment. Certain surprise events, you can't help but feel certain ways. You can't help but express it. And he wants you to know that you are really cute when you do that. You're really safe. You have nothing to be sorry about. I hear like you keep saying sorry, and it's like, no, like you be you. Like, you're not doing anything destructive. It's cute that the way that you are, and it might feel like you might feel a little bit ashamed or embarrassed or feel like it's inappropriate sometimes the way you behave. But he's like, no, totally not. Like, you be you. Like, to be honest, it's kind of nice to be with someone who's not so stuffy and stuck up all the time, and who's genuine and who's real, and you can tell that they're genuine and real because of the way you are. Like, it just shows on your face how you're feeling. If something's making you upset, or something is making you like sad, or you're disgusted by something, or something really excites you, like, it's easy to read you, and he loves that because it's genuine, authentic, and it's easier to hang out with you because he knows what you like and what you don't like. You're not faking it. He feels like a lot of people around him are fake, so it's a breath of fresh air for him to be around you. And he says you have nothing to be apologized for, because he feels like sometimes you feel like that, like you're the odd one out, you're the odd duck, and when you're like in like a friend group circle or hanging out with his family, or just even when you're just hanging out with him or something, and he wants you to know, like, no, it's if it was inappropriate, I would say so, but it's not. Like, you're cute, and it's nice to be around that energy. Like, be yourself. Like, I wish more people were less afraid to be themselves as much as you are. And what would he want to tell you? What does he wish he could tell you romantically? I replay our conversations over and over in reverse. Okay, all these cards came out in reverse, so this is something he has been thinking about you recently, and he has been wishing more and more that he was able to be more open towards you and just tell you this straight up. And with this card specifically coming out in reverse, I replay our conversations over and over coming out in reverse. I feel like he is very close to actually saying all of this or some of this to you in person, or like, directly soon. Yeah, it's coming to a head because he's like, enough is enough. I need to be more open, more, I need to open up our communication more. I need to be more myself. Like she's blessing me with her energies, like her genuine, honest energies. She's being vulnerable with me. She's being open with me. Like I need to be that with her. She's an inspiration. I need to do that more. And he's on the verge of doing that. Confidence is your key to success. Yeah. So he definitely understands that, like, there's a level of confidence and security in yourself, feeling secure in who you are, that is key to expressing your emotions the way that you do, expressing yourself the way that you do. It's not overbearing. It's not too much. It's just, it seems like that because everyone around you, or most of the people around you, are so, like, stuck, unable to communicate their emotions easily, or they're not willing to for some reason, fear of being judged or whatever. And they see how, like, they see it as confidence, like you being able to express your emotions, tell them how you actually feel. And it's nothing, when I say that, it's nothing overbearing. You're not like telling them your emotions too much. You're not like, your tornadoes and your celebrations are not over the top. They're appropriate. It just seems like that for you maybe at times, because it's like, because maybe a lot of people are just not as confident as you in expressing themselves and being themselves. And so that they're learning from you, they're taking cues from you, and they're about to kind of do this and, you know, have the confidence to be vulnerable and be open and communicate to you their emotions and how they're feeling and their truth and stuff like that. Again, not so overbearingly. I do see you have very strong feminine energies. They just want to be able to exercise their more feminine energies here and there. Not too much, but enough. And yeah, you've been a huge help to them in that regard. And you're going to be able to see it soon because all those cards came out in reverse. All right, and so what about, and that would be like when he makes those moves, it's gonna be what helps this connection move forward. Like he needed to mirror you back more, your behaviors, your trust, your vulnerability. Like he needed to do that more back to you, because it made you feel ashamed. He wasn't giving that back to you. It made you feel ashamed, like you were doing something wrong when you shouldn't have felt that way at all. And he feels that way. He's like, oh, if I was just more open with her, then she wouldn't feel so embarrassed or ashamed or feel like she's doing something wrong. Okay, and what about in terms of your life? Okay. The devil and happiness. Okay, so sometimes the devil pops up when fun is just what is needed. So I do feel the sense of like, he's like, you need to have more fun. Like 100%. Like you need to like blur the line sometimes, do something that feels like wrong, or, you know, do something that feels right sometimes, or just get excited, do something like out of the box, do something new, be a little bit more adventurous, take some time out to have fun, to hang out with your friends, to do something fun for yourself, to start something new, a hobby, a passion project or whatever for yourself. Yeah, they feel like you might be incredibly unhappy or in danger of being like depressed for too long, being chronically depressed, or like not taking care of your own happiness. You might fill everyone else's cup, but you're not filling your own cup up enough. And that might be a little bit of a reason why your emotions show so easily, because there's a little bit of not enough peace within you. So you might want to take some time out to fill your own cup up with happiness, with love and joy for your life, for yourself. They notice it. So if they notice it, like maybe a lot of other people do, but maybe not. But you definitely do. You definitely like, yeah, like I can feel your energy being like, yeah, like I do need to kind of figure out my work-life balance, or I need to, you know, hang out with my friends more, or get more friends, or get new friends, or, hang out with my family more, do things I love more, take some time to enjoy life here and there. Yeah, because your person definitely notices it and they feel like it's a big, big deal. All right, and so what about their higher self? Is there something about your life that they can pick up on and they would like to say to you at this time? The Chariot. Okay, so you're going places. Your life is about to take off, and honestly, it's because of how hard you've been working. That's why, like, even your person's like, oh, take a break. He's telling you to take a break. His higher self is like, yeah, that all that work you put in is gonna pay off. Like, it's time to take care of yourself now. Ample with contentment. Waiting rather than acting is going to be most advantageous now. Yeah, see, it's like right now you just gotta, like, you worked your butt off for whatever you want to achieve in life at this time. And all you can do now is just kind of take care of yourself, relax, enjoy life, and enjoy these rewards for your hard work, and let it happen, let it play out. So, yeah, pile 1. It seems like your person really cares about you. They feel bad that some of the faults that you feel like you have, they feel like that you feel like it's something negative. Because they see your faults as something that is genuine and something that, like, it's like some other people who don't know you might see it as something negative, but they see it as someone who is letting off a little bit of steam, just being who they are. And there's people who behave so badly in life, in good times and bad times, and you are definitely handling yourself way better than those folks. So I don't know what people are complaining about, or I don't know why you think you're this is a bad thing, the way that you handle life, the way that you handle surprises, and the way you express your emotions. It might be a little bit surprising, a little bit jarring here and there, but, like, it's nothing bad. And so he understands that, like, yeah, you might be super self-critical. That's probably why you work so hard and, overwork, and that's probably why you need some fun in your life as well. And but the good thing is you're so super confident in who you are. You are on the right path, his higher self is saying, and spirit is saying. So all is good. Now it's just time to kind of chill out and bring that peace in within yourself. Bring that happiness back in within yourself. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this reading, pile 1. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 2. With the Ocean Jasper and Fall in Love with Your Own Story card, we're looking at what he wishes he could tell you. Let's see what he wishes he could tell you about yourself. Planting seeds in reverse. So he wants you to feel self-assured that you have good roots. You have a good backstory. You have good experiences. You have good wisdom, really, really bright, lovely wisdom from all the experiences that you've had. You're not someone who just doesn't learn. You definitely are someone who learns and grows and, accomplishes goals, wants to accomplish goals, and adjusts, edits and refines their goals as they learn new things. There's something about doubt. Like, I feel like maybe you're doubting certain things in your life, maybe your career choices, or your current goals in life, or you had just like heart set on certain things, and feeling like, oh, is it right for me to, like, go after these dreams or go after these goals or want this? Like, does it make sense? Is it practical? Is it logical? Do I even want this anymore? Like, you might be doubting certain things that you've wanted for a long time, or that you've been working on for a very long time, and he's coming in to say, like, no. Like, you planted your seeds. Like, you've been watering it. You've been giving it sunlight. You've been giving it a lot of love, attention, and energy, and just let it bloom. Like, stop second guessing yourself. Stop like self-doubting yourself. Practice feng shui, create a sacred space. Yeah, they feel like the reason you're doubting your choices in life right now, are the decisions you've made, the goals that you've chosen, is because you're missing like a home base or something. Like you're missing some sort of like touchstone, like something that you can like touch base with and feel safe and secure, like a sanctuary kind of thing. So maybe you've just moved, or maybe you've switched jobs, or maybe you've got out of a relationship or entered a relationship, or something like maybe you move somewhere where you're not around your friends or things that or you just started a new job, or maybe you've changed your lifestyle, or maybe that like you've discovered a new version of yourself. Maybe you've overcome like a medical issue or a health issue, or you've accomplished one goal and you're now picking out your second goal, like the goal after that, and you're like, I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do now with my life since I accomplished that other thing. So I feel like you're at like a crossroads or something like that. Or maybe you're at a place where you've been working at something but it's not showing the results that you've always wanted, or it's not taking off, or there's something about feeling uncomfortable. You're in this uncomfortable energy because of changes happening around you, and it's been a while, so you're like you're not getting any more comfortable with these uncomfortable feelings. It's just awkward, and it's been awkward for so long, and they're recognizing that it's because you don't have like a home base. Like maybe you always had like that one friend you would call always, and like maybe they're busy now, and they're trying to be there for you, but they're not able to. Or maybe because you moved, you don't have your usual comfort spots to go to, or you just moved into a new maybe you've been living in your home for a long time, but you haven't created like a sacred space inside your home where you can just kind of like unwind and just be yourself or something like that, like just relax and self-love, self-care. So there's this energy of like you have nothing that feels like home to you. Oh my god, sorry, that made me just like almost cry. All right, so I feel like you need like a touchstone, like something that you can like, somewhere you can go, or somewhere you can be, or someone you can contact, or something that you can do that makes you feel like home and can kind of like release any like stressful tension in your body, and give you like support, and give you like knowing that you are secure in who you are and what you've chosen in life, like something that can give you like peace of mind. Something that feels like home, whether it's just like cooking, or whether it's like a physical object, or it's a place, or if it's a something you do, an activity or something like that, but something that feels like home is something that you're missing. Interesting that this person sees it. Maybe it's because this person has so much of it that they can see when someone doesn't have it, like they might have all their friends around, they might have a ton of things that make them feel like home and comfortable and stuff like that. All right, so what does he wish he could tell you in the romantic sense? I feel you even though we are apart. Yeah, maybe you two are at a distance right now, and so he feels like I'm sorry I can't be there for you right now, but like I wish I can give you something that makes you feel like I was, or maybe you've expressed that you are feeling kind of lonely or out of place, or kind of you've been feeling kind of, I don't know, just dissociative, or kind of out of body, or just kind of not there in your life for a long time. And maybe you express this on social media, maybe you express them to them like directly, or they're just picking this up from you, from what you've the conversations you've had, and they're like, I wish I could give her something to feel like home, like even me, I wish I could be there, or I wish I can give her something that can make her feel that home energy. Yeah, for some of you, like they just discovered recently how you've been feeling like this, because you might have been feeling like this for a while, but they just picked up on it recently that you've been feeling like this. That's what I'm getting. emotions are running high. No wonder they might be getting like telepathic messages from you, because your emotions are so strong, and this kind of lack energy or loneliness or feeling like you're not home or something like that. Like it's so strong, and it's subtle, but it's strong. So even you might not notice that, like you might not even notice these energies in your own life. They are definitely picking it up energetically, because I feel like even though we are apart, even if you're just like, I don't know, like 50 feet away from each other, or like 50,000 miles away from each other, like it feels like you two like he's picking it up. He's picking up on the energy. He might have he might be thinking of you randomly throughout the day. He might be having you might show up in his dream or something. You might pop up in his feed, or like you might have someone mention you to them, or he's just finding things that remind him of you. So he's probably like, oh, why am I thinking of her so much? And it's because your emotions are so strong. Even if you can't tell, it's one of those things that's been there for so long. It's like been built up, and it's like always there, and it's been such a long time that it's like it is very strong. That emotion is very strong, and it automatically connects to like people who might be able to help you out, people and even strangers who are like light workers who can help you out. So if you might notice like people come up to you and be like, hey, are you okay? Or like, how's it going? Or do you want to join this group? Or like, hey, like, giving you more like love and warmth around you, just because like that's how like the universe is like kind of helping you out at this time. All right, so what does he wish that he could tell you about your life in general? Yeah, he's like, wait, like you're already successful. You can already see like good things happening because of the work that you put in, the decisions you've made, the hard decisions you made, I've heard, and a lot of hard work that you put in. So he's like, can't you see how successful you already are? Do you know how many people aren't even like a quarter of the way to where you are in life right now? Like you've done it. You've done the hard things, made the hard decisions. You put in the hard work. You went after your goals and dreams. Like it took a while to even figure out your goals and dreams. You did it. Can't you see that you're already successful? And it's just like up. It's just up and up and up and up. After this, like, can't you see that you're already successful? Prosperity, yeah. I feel like there's something about like can't you see there's so many people who want to try to make money or living off of something that they love, their passion project, their hobby, what they wish they can go into in a line of work or career. Like, can't you see that you're bound for success? Can't you see that you're super talented? Can't you see that you're going to make it? Like, can't you see that? Like, I can. Your person can, they're like your number one cheerleader. Like, they support you, like, through and through. They just wish, like, these are the moments that, like, you look back on and be like, oh, yeah, like, I remember when I was, like, couldn't afford the studio I lived in, and eating ramen every day, and like, going to interviews like twice a day, and couldn't even cut it. Like, like when you look back and be like, oh, like those were the times that got me here. Like, I wish I knew in those moments that like it's gonna pay off, and it's gonna, that it's all worth it, and like it's that experience alone is so valuable and to be cherished. It's like that. He's like, you're gonna be looking back at here and be like, oh yeah, like this is what it was all for. Like, these were actually the good times. Because like I feel like you already have some sort of level of success, and like a lot of abundance energy is coming in, and so you're here like kind of used to things not working out for you, but they are. And it's like your person can see it, because he's like outside of it. You can't really, because like you've been in it for so long, so like all these like awkward, uncomfortable moments and energies that have been with you for so long, it's like paying off. You just can't see it because like it's like one of those things, like when you see yourself every day, you might not notice like a weight change or something like that, but like if you see someone who you haven't seen for like 6 months or something, like they're like, oh wow, like you lost a lot of weight or you gained a lot of weight. um like that, it's like kind of like that I'm getting. All right, and then what does his higher self see about you that you might not be able to see for yourself, that they want to say and pass along to you? His higher self, because they're kind of like a spirit guide for you at this point. The Tower in reverse, oh my gosh. So the Tower in reverse, as a tarot card reader forever, has always meant an auspicious event, because the Tower upright is like a seemingly unpleasant event that happens out of the blue. And so for me, the Tower in reverse has always meant like, oh, a very awesome divine event that you can't tell is coming, and you have no idea, you have no expectations that this is happening. So their higher self is letting you know, ooh, telling you a little secret here, that there's going to be a surprising, awesome event that takes place in your life sometime soon. Yeah, both the cards came out in reverse. And time-wise, that usually means for me that it's happening very soon. I'm getting like for 2 or 3 of you, it might have already just happened, but it's happening now or happening very, 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 very soon. Rediscover your zeal. Pay attention to the passion you are feeling for discovery, learning, exploration, spirituality, travel, your work, or your relationship. Passion and desire go together, especially as inspiration. So pile 2, I definitely feel that you are like your zest for life is going to be renewed. You know, you're going to feel rejuvenated. You're going to feel like, oh yeah, like I am the kind of person that puts themselves into uncomfortable situations so I can like achieve more. Like I'm not afraid of that. I know why I went after these big lofty goals, or these, you know, these specific goals, these big and small goals. Like I know I can accomplish them. I know I'm a go-getter. Like I know I can pull these things off. There's like this feeling of, yeah, rejuvenation and like finding your passion for life again. I feel like this is like a second win. So I feel like right before like whatever this is manifests, like this prosperity energy I hit by accident, but like I feel like you're gonna get like a windfall of money or a raise, or like you're gonna get that opportunity you've been looking for, that job offer, or like your business is gonna take off, or like you're gonna get some sort of opportunity that you've always wanted. And right before that opportunity comes in, you're going to be feeling a lot of lust and love and excitement and passion for life again, or whatever is this thing that you've been working on, whether it's, you know, they mentioned here discovering, learning, exploration, spirituality, travel, your work, or your relationship. So it could be any or all of those things. Very exciting pile 2. Really awesome message from their higher self and from them. Also, I hope they're able to tell you this in person. I feel like they have. I feel like they have in the past, like told you, like, don't ever give up on your dreams. Like, you're on the right path. Like, you're meant for more in this life. Like, I can see you being very successful. I've never doubted it for a second. And, I hope you find those things that can make you feel happy and at home, and you deserve that. And I wish I could give you something that can make you feel more at home. Like, you hang in there, you're almost there, like it's right around the corner. Literally could be today, tomorrow, next week, so how to really, really exciting. Fall in love with your own story. Like these little moments that were uncomfortable, that were awkward, that took a long time, that made you doubt yourself, even though you're very strong and individualistic and goal-oriented and an achiever in life. It gets tiring, and like it's all part of the journey, right? So hang in there, love your story, love these like cup noodle moments, and it's here. So pile 2, I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 3, with the Quartz crystal and the external validation card. We're looking at what he wishes he could tell you. Let's see what he wishes he could tell you about yourself. Held. Oh, okay. He wishes he could hold you. He wishes that you got more hugs. I'm getting, he wishes you got more hugs, love, and support in your life currently or in the past or both. He just feels like you would be such a different person if you got more love and support in your life, like growing up or in the recent past or right now. Wow. Okay. Set your intentions with heart and soul. I was just focusing on this like crystal ball because we have a little crystal ball here too. It's very synchronistic. Set your intentions with heart and soul. It just feels like the heart and soul is leaping out here. It feels like to him that sometimes you do things because it's what is expected of you. It's kind of what they're, oh my god, it's getting like psychological. I don't know if this person actually took psychology or has like, I'm getting like maybe their parents was a therapist or something like that, so it kind of like rubbed off on them. But they're like they're like really much looking into the like psychology of you, and it's not like they looked up books or articles or videos or anything. It's just like intuitive, like, so they have some sort of understanding of psychology somehow, whether they studied it or their parents did or a lot of their friends did or whatever. If they just have like an interest in it or something. But yeah, they feel like you do what you think. You might be a people pleaser, or you might do things that like you think that other people might appreciate, and they feel like it comes from a childhood where you kind of try to appease your parents or the adults in your life or something like that. And so sometimes you do things that you don't really want to do, but you feel like you want to be part of the group, or you feel like if you do it, like people would like you more. If you say certain things or you pretend to be into certain things that like people will find you more interesting or people will want you around more, it kind of stems from that a little bit, which is like wanting to be wanted or something like that. You might come from you might have been adopted, or you might have had a parent run out on you or something of that sort, something like kind of devastating like that as a child. Yeah, but there's this feeling of being unwanted. Maybe you weren't heard as a kid. Maybe you weren't giving that much attention or affection. Definitely not enough attention and affection, but whatever the reason is, like something extreme or something more seemingly subtle, it does feel like you look for validation, you look for attention and affection, and it often leads to you not really acting on your own heart and soul choices in life, what really speaks to you from your heart and soul. And this person can like pick it out. They can definitely pick it up. 100%. Yeah, they're not trying to like study you or anything, but they have a background of knowing this kind of science, this kind of human behavior. Interesting. All right, so what would they wish they could tell you about you and romantically, in terms of how they feel and think about you? I hide behind material things. Interesting. So they're kind of mirrored to you, but in a different way. They're like how you seek validation through attention and affection from others. They seek attention from others through material things. Like that's how they feel people will give them value. So that's how they know. I had a feeling, but I didn't want to say it until like spirit confirmed it. But yeah, but like spirit is saying like, yeah, you both kind of have those like inner child wounds where you weren't given enough attention or affection or attention in the right ways when you were younger. And so you both kind of seek attention from others through different means. You do it in one way. He does it more in more like materialistic ways. Okay, a new romantic cycle begins. All right, so this is a pair. This is a match made in heaven for sure. Like the universe definitely pairs you with people that you need to be paired with. And I as soon as I said like this is a mirrored situation and you both have gone through something similar but different, it was like so obvious to me because I've done like, you know, I've done so many love readings in my life, you know, like thousands and thousands. Like I know, like I know. This is a match made in heaven. Like you two are meant to be in a relationship with each other to kind of help each other point out like these like inner child woundings. Not necessarily a bad thing. It doesn't have to be a karmic situation. It could be something very stable, long lasting, and very filled with a lot of love and joy. It depends on how you two kind of approach this connection, approach this potential new romantic cycle. For a very few of you, a very, very small group, this could be a connection that's being start again. So this is a connection, this is someone coming back. But for a lot of you, this is like you two have been kind of like eyeing each other for a long time and kind of like is this a good idea or a bad idea kind of thing. I feel like on both ends, from both of your sides. I definitely feel that like it's not bad to match with someone who understands your inner child woundings, because I think a lot of us kind of look for people that can give us something that we weren't given when we were a child and kind of suffered for it, you know? So if you both can figure out that this is like your each other's like inner child wounding, and can provide each other with like what that person needs, what that other person's inner child needs, this can be a very, very supportive and loving relationship. But it kind of depends. Like it could be also a very karmic relationship if you choose to just like use it as someone to kind of mirror things off of you. Like you blame them for the same thing that they're blaming you. Like you're showing each other hate and not liking the other person for the exact same reason that you don't like that thing about yourself. Like for example, because both of you are seeking attention, you both might get mad at each other for trying to seek attention in this way. Why are you spending so much money on this? Why are you giving all these people attention? Why are you always hanging out with your friends? Why are you always like hitting up all these guys? Why do you even have to chat with them? Why is it even that important? Well, why do you have to spend so much money on like on these cars or on these clothes, like, you know, when you can't even afford it? Like, you know, like who are you trying to pick up? Like why do you have to like bring your car around when it's just gonna be like all these like women? Like are you doing it for picking up, like, you know, there's like it could get really catty and karmic if you two are just starting out your spiritual journey or starting out your awareness journey, whatever you want to call it, and doing this like learning, growing, healing kind of thing. Or if you two are very, you know, already very healed and very at a good place in your own lives, like you can recognize in each other that like, hey, this person understands my inner wounding and can like give me what I want, because it's like they have a similar wound but different. It's mirroring you. Okay, so what does he wish that he could tell you about your life in general? There's something that you can't see and he wishes that you can see it. Grieving. Yeah, there's something that you didn't properly grieve. There's something that you're sad about. I'm getting triggers. There might be little triggers that he picks up on that you might have. triggers around certain things, bad habits, certain people in your life, certain connections, some certain experiences in your life, and he can pick this up. Like I'm telling you, he's done his like homework. Like he's done some research and stuff. Like he knows about this kind of stuff, and he pays attention to it because he has something similar, a little different but similar. So he knows this kind of stuff. Like when he sees it like pop up on his like social media page, like he watches it, he listens to it, he reads it, he pays attention to it because he understands it. So he can see it in you because he can see it in himself. But he's like realizing that you haven't healed certain things and gotten over certain things in your life, and that you have a lot of you have some things that you still need to heal, things that you might not acknowledge or can't even see, but he can. Yeah, I definitely, when I saw the held card, like, oh, I wish I could hold you, I wish you were held more. Definitely feelings of having triggers, having things that you're upset about that you haven't had a chance to talk about fully yet, or haven't had the chance to kind of unpack or something. Yeah, there's definitely some stuff that you still need to unpack. I'm definitely getting more than one thing, and he can definitely pick up on it. But he's not like criticizing you or judging you on it. In fact, he wants to hold you. You know, he understands because he's had similar things in his life too. He has things he has to heal and work on too. In fact, now I'm seeing this external validation card, and I'm seeing that both of you could do really well in supporting each other and showing each other support. Like, oh, you're doing a really great job with unpacking these experiences in your past life, or oh yeah, like, you know, your thing with your dad, like, it's really, I'm really proud of you for like thinking about it or getting help, or taking some time out to really process it, or whatever it is. Like, I feel like both of you can really support each other with your healing. Okay, and so what does his higher self see in you that you might not be able to see, and they might want to pass along to you at this time? 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, difficult. It feels like you were kicked out of your home and there were wolves around. You know, it feels like it doesn't have to be literal. I'm getting it's metaphorical for most of you, obviously. But it's kind of like, it's like there was no one there to teach you or guide you. There's no one there to support you, and no one there to look out for you. Wow. Dang. Sorry, pile 3. Setting up parameters. Assess your relationships and determine how they are aligned with your goals. Yeah, see? Heart and soul, I said, I'm like, oh, your goals. Sometimes you don't follow what's in your heart and your soul. Setting up boundaries requires an honest evaluation of your present relationships. Yeah, because I feel like you might have a lot of fake friends, or you might have made a lot of friends, or got into relationships for the wrong reasons. And so his higher self is saying like, hey, like, you know, these people that you're attracting to you, you're recreating your childhood wounds. These cycles are going to keep repeating until you realize that these people, like I said about this wolf circling this home that you've been kicked out of, like these people might not actually care for you. They might not be actually protecting you. They're not there to teach you or help you or guide you. They might be there for selfish reasons. They might be there to like use you. They might be there to just be, they might be really fake, not genuinely caring. And so his higher self is saying to you like, hey, it might be a time to do evaluation on all the people around you, you know, like one by one, like the closest people to you, your friends, your family member connections, your neighbors, the people that you talk to on a daily basis or see on a daily basis that like are most influential in your life. It's time to do an evaluation, like literally, like you're a manager at a job and you're doing an employee evaluation. It's time to do that for everyone in your life, because I think it's time to break the cycle, pile 3, for you. your person might not know it, his higher self is, and his higher self is kind of like your spirit guide sometimes. But like he might not be able to tell that the people around you are not the best. He might just be able to pick up on the fact that you need more love and support in your life. But his higher self can tell that like that there's some people in your circles that are not for your highest and best good, not good at all. Wolf in sheep's clothing for sure. So pile 3, I hope this was really helpful, informative, and it resonates. If it did, I really appreciate a like or comment. This was a tough one, so I hope you take it in stride. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 4. The Rose Quartz and the Distraction of Shiny Things card. We're looking at what he wishes he could tell you. So let's look at what he wishes he could tell you about yourself first. Creativity in reverse. I feel like he can tell that you have this like crazy creative potential and you're not living up to your best creative potential at this time. Like maybe you've been holding yourself back, you haven't been taking opportunities, you haven't allowed yourself to discover your natural talents, or maybe you had to put that part of your life away for more logical and more to be more responsible, to kind of, I don't know, like live life in the way that other people want you to live your life, or something like that. But like there's something about you having this like gift, this creative gift, a creative genius, and you're not using it to your highest potential. Forgive someone. Okay. It could be yourself. I'm getting for some of you. Okay. First of all, it could be someone who prevented you from going down this path in life. So it could be parents, grandparents. It could be like I'm getting like maybe a school teacher, professor, or friend, or it could be circumstances. It could be a situation that happened when you're younger, but like something happened that made you kind of like close up your creativity, and it's like really sad for this person to see, because you have this like beautiful ability, and you're not using it, and that's who you are. Your authentic self is this very, very creative person. It could be that you are very creative in like a specific thing, like an instrument or a certain kind of art form, or like singing, or maybe you have a gift of gab, maybe you're really funny, maybe you're a really great writer, or something even more unique, that maybe you can build things, you can you have an eye, like an eye for style, you can dress a room or dress a person, or maybe you have really high spatial intelligence, whatever it is. Like I feel like you have a real gift, real gift. It could be something specific, or it could be just overall, like you're just in general like very creative person. You can creatively problem solve. You can, like, if someone told you to put together an event and you never have put an event like that together, like you can do it. You know, it's just like a random thing. Someone asked you to make like a promotional poster, you're like, I can whip it up, and like you have no experience in it or something. Like you're just that creative, right? So it could be like forgiving someone, or some people in your life who have kind of pushed you off that track, and you might and then also forgiving yourself, because you might feel like, oh, you're too old now, or you know, you learned this when you're younger, and like it's, you know, it's really difficult, or it's a really expensive thing to get into, or what am I gonna do now, like quit my job and try to figure out what I'm creative in. Like there's all these like questions or something like that, and they want you to like forgive people that pushed you off this path, and forgive yourself for not pursuing this earlier, or you know, wow. Yeah, I feel like I feel like your whole personality changed because you were thrown off that path in life. I'm getting like the friends that you have, the job that you have, the life that you lead is like, it feels like you're an imposter. It feels like you're fake. It feels like you're a robot just living this life. I feel like you've been living it for so long that you might even forget who you truly are. And you've been living this life for so long that you actually like it now. You like living that sort of lifestyle, or that kind of, you would miss it if you had to leave it completely, that's not, you've been in this lifestyle for so long, it's become a part of you, and you're not going to just throw that away. So don't fear. Spirit isn't asking you. He's not asking you. No one's going to ask you to completely give up your life as it is now for trying out this new creative side of yourself. But Spirit is saying, like, it'd be worth it to kind of add it in here and there. In fact, it's probably like, for example, if you got into like, if you had like real talent and a real promise when you were younger, and then like you turned into this like housewife, or you turned into this like person who cares about all these like brands and the more expensive taste of life and keeping up with the Joneses and whatever it is. Like, the reason you can live that life so well is because of your creative talent. Like, if there's a bake sale, like, people know, like, you're the mom that's gonna bring in the best dang cookies, because like you're so creative in anything that you do. Even your display of your brownies or cookies or whatever it is like stunning. So all the other housemates are jealous of you. Or if you got caught up into whatever job you're in, and this isn't the career that you chose for yourself, but you're successful in it because you're a hard worker, because you're creative, you can think of creative solutions. Like, you like the things that this job can buy you. You like going out for like nice lunches, and you have coworkers that are jealous of you, and they're like, how did you do that? How did you figure it out? Like, how do you think like that? Like, because you're so creative, it can help you in anything in life, even if it's something that you didn't choose to go down. And I feel like you have those thoughts too sometimes, like, what if I went into this? Or what if I made this choice at this point in my life? Or, what if I had a different path? What if I had a different this or that? Okay. So what else does he wish that he could tell you, but this time, like, more romantically? What does he wish he could tell you more romantically? I don't react when people mention you. Yeah, he has the same kind of mentality. Like, go with the flow. Don't show people the real you. I feel like he tries to play it off like he doesn't have a crush on you, but he absolutely does. He tries not to show his emotions too much when people bring up your name or mention you, because he's kind of shy about how much he actually likes you. And he feels like even though he tries to hide it, like, people can still kind of like tell or something. But like, he tries to kind of really hard. He tries really, really hard to not like smile or like pay too much attention or talk too much or ask too many questions when your name is brought up, because he has a major, major crush on you. Whether you two have never dated, or in little to no communication, or have been in a relationship for a very long time, like this guy, he has a hard crush on you, Pile 4, and it's not going away. It's like he has a deep respect and gratitude for who you really are. He's someone who could see who you really are. So it's interesting, because I feel both of you can like fool people. Both for both of you, your friends, your coworkers, or at least like your coworkers, like maybe people who don't know you that well, like think you are a completely different person than you actually are, or they think you are a slightly different person than you actually are, or they don't really know you. Even if they talk to you every day, or they think they do, or if you know them really well. Okay, what do you need to release? It's interesting because he feels like something's blocking you, but he can't pinpoint it. He wonders what the issue is. So I feel like the two of you, I feel like for most of you, you two don't really talk too much. Maybe you see each other in the office here and there. Maybe you brush by each other. Maybe you see each other online a little bit here and there. Yeah, I feel like you two mostly don't see each other too much, or at least don't talk to each other too much. So they're very, very curious as to what's going on in your life. They're trying to pinpoint, try to figure out, like put the clues together, and yeah, trying to be this like private investigator in their own minds, and like, oh, what is it that's blocking her? I wonder what's blocking her from being that version of herself. He thinks it's something right now. He thinks it's something in your life right now. He genuinely cares because he does want to be with you. But he can tell that, like, you're different. Like, I don't know. He might have caught you one day. Like, maybe you were, like, you're very extroverted and social around people, but like then you'll like sneak off at lunch and be like, oh yeah, I have this like appointment at lunch, I gotta go guys, so yeah, like I'll see you, second half of the day, or I'll see you tomorrow or whatever. And then you just sneak out into your car and you just have lunch by yourself in your car, and you're just like, oh, I just needed that peace and quiet, I just wanted to watch this show on my phone, like leave me alone or something like that. And so he like caught you doing something like that. Like, it doesn't have to be that exact thing, like something similar. And he's like, he knows, like, or he has a really, really big hunch that you're not who people think you are, and not in a bad way. And so he's wondering, like, if you'll be like that, like your true self with him, and like, what is it that you want in life, and what is it that you want to get rid of in your life. He wants to help you. He wants to know you. He wants to talk to you about these deep things, but he feels like he can't. That's why he wishes he could tell you this. But he can't, because he's still a little shy. He's still, it's a little bit too big of a crush, or too new of a crush to kind of talk to you on that deep level right away. But I have a feeling like he will talk to you about this eventually, when he gets over his like nerves, when he feels more confident talking to you. All right, so what does he wish that he could tell you about your life in general? Yes, this is my yes card. He feels like you're on the good path, and I did get like a yes from his own energy, that like, yes, like we will talk soon, like we will talk eventually, or we will talk again, or I do see us like dating or going out, or like moving on like a positive path together, whatever your connection is. So I do feel like he feels like positive about his connection to you, and about the path that you're on. Yeah. In fact, if he didn't see this like creative side of you, this creative potential, he would have just thought you were like a plain Jane, and you were like everyone else. You're definitely foxy, you're definitely very cute, very sexy, but like that's like he feels like he's acting fake in this like fake world, in this fake environment. So to pick up on someone who he feels like is on the same vibe as him, who feels the same way about his life, like like this isn't his life, this isn't like what life you're meant to live, or something like that. He feels intrigued, and he's like, oh yeah, like there's something mysterious about this person. I have a feeling they feel like there's something weird about this day-to-day life. I don't know. There's something I can't put my finger on. Let me pull another card. Compassion. Oh yeah, that's what it is. You two are just like energy sensitive souls. You two are just more connected to the divine. So you might care about people more, and you can tell like the people around you might not have the same morals or ethics as you. You might pretend to be as shallow or vapid or materialistic or kind of what's called like promiscuous or rude or whatever it is, like crass as these other people, but you're not, and that's what intrigues him to you. That's what intrigues him. And yeah, I don't know how to explain this, but it just feels like you two definitely feel like you're not of this reality or of this world or something like that. There's something about like feeling like you're in the Truman Show or something like that, and so they kind of pick up on that energy with you subtly. They're not 100% sure. This is all like in their mind. They're kind of like, oh, I wonder if she is, maybe you two are kind of have the similar niche interests or something like that. Yeah, but they're like, this girl isn't like them. Like, I don't think she is. Like, I think she's faking this. I don't think that she's actually like this. Because I feel like there's a lot of, like, people gossiping around the office, maybe making rude remarks about other employees or something like that. Offhanded comments, kind of salacious behavior and stuff like that. And he's like, I don't think she's actually like that. I think she's just playing a part. I think she actually cares more than she lets on. I think she's more sensitive. I think she's more empathetic. And that makes him curious enough to want to think about you a lot and to also make moves in the potential future. All right, and so lastly, what does his higher self see in you that you might not be able to see in yourself that they might want to pass along to you? 10 of Cups. Oh, wow. That's extreme happiness. Yeah, so I feel like his higher self sees in you because his higher self sometimes acts like as a guide. Everyone's higher self is like of a higher frequency, is like, more connected to divine. So it acts like your spirit guide. Sometimes if you get close to people, like they'll like want to give you the best advice and like look out for you too. So with the 10 of Cups, I feel like his higher self is saying to you, like, you have the potential. You have the potential to be extremely happy, to have a very, very lucky, happy, joyous life. And like with the creativity here and all the colors, the rainbows, and then the 10 of Cups with all the colors and rainbows here, like you are meant to color your life with your creativity. You're meant to paint this life, this canvas, with your creativity. Yeah, wow. Okay. Train whistle, confirmation. Okay, be insightful and establish. Ground and rebalance your energy. Bring your awareness into the now, rather than allowing to occupy the past or the future. Yeah. I feel like that, yeah, with the forgiveness thing, it's kind of like, you need to forgive yourself. You need to forget, like, you did the best you could with what you knew at the time in your past, right? You had those experiences and they made you stronger. It made you wiser and better at the end. You got to forget about the past. You got to forget about the, constantly thinking about the future and just focus on the now. And I feel like his higher self is kind of pointing on the same thing in the beginning, which is like, you need to inject more creativity into your life. Just try things. Even if you don't know what it is, just try different things. Take a painting class, a pottery class. Just go on nature walks. Listen to different books or different videos about people that inspire you, things that you think you like. Try it out. Watch YouTube videos. Just pick up a pencil or marker or crayon and just draw something. Just put together a video, put together A story, write, whatever you can, sing whenever you can, dance whenever you can, arrange flowers, take up like a sewing project, take up like a furniture making project, take up like gardening, take up whatever. Just try anything and everything. Just throw everything at the wall if you need to and just see what sticks. Or for some of you, you know the things that you love and you need to do more of, whether it's making music, whether it's creating more art, whether it's entertainment, entertaining in public, like whatever it is. Like whether or not you choose that to be a professional career or not, like you're meant to do that. You're meant to do that in this lifetime. And you're only going to get better at it by doing it and starting it and like doing it often. It's something about, it's more than just like, like everyone kind of is like, oh, if you do something, you should be very successful at it. You should make a lot of money from it. You should be very well known for it. And that's like the credentials we look at for your creativity. Like what numbers can it put up? What kind of dollar signs can it put up? But in reality, it's supposed to be like, how good and creative can you get at it in your lifetime? What can you do with it? How much happiness can it bring you? How many hours can you log in for the thing that you love rather than just wasting those hours watching something or, doing nothing, wasting away, your time and energy doing things that you don't want. How many hours can you log in your life for the things that you do want to do, even though they sound so like quiet and simple and stupid sometimes to others? You are putting your focus on the things that you want to do, and this is going to manifest like more things that you want, even if it's not that exact things. You're going to manifest a lot more things that you actually want to do in your life that actually resonate with you, their true authentic self, because you spent the time focusing time, energy on things that you like to do, that you want to do. It manifests more things that you like to do and want to do. You're logging in hours for your manifestations rather than logging in your hours for something you don't want to manifest. Imagine how many like apocalyptic shows and movies you watch. Imagine how many hours humanity has logged into watching those things, putting attention and focus onto those things. And then we wonder why it manifests, All right, so pile 4. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. I really appreciate it. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. And I wish you much love and light.